everybody. Welcome in. Welcome. We got some fun things to talk about today. What's that on my shirt? Part of the design. Oh yeah, it's part of the design. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining the live. We're gonna wait for a couple more people to come in. Welcome to the live. Today we're going to be talking about some product recommendations for a silk press. And I got a few of my favorite products here that I will share with y'all that I have used either recently over the years or people have suggested to me and I have used them, and then now it is one of my favorite products to use. Hello, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. So again, like I said before, we're just going to discuss and basically go over like some of my favorite products to use for a silk press. And I will do a separate video for like different shampoos and conditioners and things like that that I use, but these are just going to be more so prepping for the silk press before you actually go in and use a flat iron, any type of hot tool on your hair. And this will be a quick live. This will be a quick live stream. It's not gonna be anything really long. It's just a few products, but I thought that I would share because they have worked really well for me, and I know people love to have some product recommendations, or if you have used these products, just chime in the chat and be like, hey, you know, like I really enjoy these products too. Thank y'all for joining the live. If you're just joining, just go ahead and put hello in the chat so I know that you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank y'all for joining the live. Okay, so I see we have a few people in, so I'll just get started. If you're new to this channel, I'm De.Antoinette. I am a licensed cosmetologist, and I do a lot of things, but I kind of specialize in doing straightening hair, natural hair, and silk presses, also doing natural hairstyles as well. But I really like to take the hair from its curly state to a straight silk press state, if you will. Hello, thank you for joining the live. Make sure y'all say hello in the chat and put a thumbs up on this video. Hello everyone, thank you for joining. Thank you for the thumbs up. So I have 5 products that we're gonna go over. And at any time in the chat, if y'all have questions, go ahead and put that in there because I'll be answering questions that I see on the screen. It's my translation in English. Got it. So it's Vashina. Let me know if I'm saying that right. Vashina. Awesome. Thank you for joining the live, Vashina. Addison, thank you. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so we're gonna get started, y'all. I'm gonna go into the products that we usually use, right? Or that I personally use that are some of my favorites. Now, in order to get a really good silk press, you're going to want to prep the hair first in order to get to that step. So these are products that are gonna help you do that, right? So you wash, condition your hair, all those things. I'll make another video for those products that I use for the washing routine. But as of right now, we're gonna go past, okay, we washed our hair, and now what do you do? What do you put in the hair in order to prep the hair and to get a really good silk press? I went over this one product before, or at least I showed it on one of my lives before. So if you go back to some of my previous lives that are in a playlist, by the way, you can go back and watch those. It's gonna show you this product, but this is one of my newer products that I have. It is called Bombshell or Brooklyn Bombshell by Amika. Make sure y'all see that. Brooklyn Bombshell by Amika. And this is a blow dry spray. It's actually like a primer, a pre-primer spray that you use. It actually protects the hair up to 450 degrees. And so you spray it in your hair from like damp hair. Your hair like wet to damp, not soaking wet, but mostly damp. And then you spray this in your hair. It's a really light mist. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. It's a very light mist. It's not very heavy at all. And it does protect the hair up to 450 degrees in order for you to go ahead and blow dry your hair all the way through. It also can protect your hair from using hot tools as well. But this one is the prep in order for you to go into using a hot tool. So you'll use this blow dry spray before you actually use a flat iron or like a pressing comb, a hot comb in your hair. Okay, so that is one of the first ones, but I've already shown that one. I don't believe I've shown the other 4 that I have over here, but we'll get into those as well. So for the last couple of years, I've been using this one and I really, really love it. This one is by Kenra. It's their Kenra Platinum line, actually. It is also a blow dry spray, and it's also a thermal protectant as well. The difference between these two blow dry sprays is that this one actually says on the bottle that it protects your hair up to 450 degrees. For the Kenra blow dry thermal spray, it doesn't necessarily tell you on the bottle up to what degrees it will protect your hair. It just tells you that it is a thermal protectant and that it takes your blow dry time, it cuts your blow dry time in half. So you won't have to use a bunch of effort in blow drying your hair very long. It's gonna help it dry fairly fast, and that way it's protecting your hair from the heat because you don't have to use as much heat to blow dry your hair because it's gonna dry fairly fast. But this one is actually one of my all-time favorites. As you can see, this bottle is empty. I reused or buy these often. This was one of the larger sizes that they have in this bottle, and so I keep these on hand for when I'm doing a silk press on any of my clients. Like I said, you use this after you wash your hair. You use this blow dry spray on damp hair, and it helps with, it also says with frizz, It helps smooth the hair and eliminates frizz, and it is resisting humidity for long lasting wear, right? So for long lasting wear, so if you want to have a product that helps you reduce your blow dry time, this is super good, especially if your hair holds on to water. This will be your friend. It'll cut that blow dry time down. So this is why I use this one, and it's very lightweight. I wish I could show you also like how this one sprays, but I don't think we're gonna get anything out of this one today. I haven't quite opened my new bottles just yet, but this is one of my favorites. Okay, and we're gonna keep on with the Kenra Platinum line, and we're gonna go over to their Silkening Heat Cream. I don't know if y'all can see that. It is really, this one right here is going to be used on dry hair. So all the products that I'm going to talk about today in this live are good for fine hair. They're good for fine hair because they are very lightweight products. They don't weigh the hair down. They don't weigh the hair down. Thank you for the question. Yeah, they don't weigh the hair down, so it can be used for fine hair. You can spray this generously. You can spray this a lot. You can also spray this one a bunch of times in your hair, as much as you want, before you blow dry your hair. It's not going to weigh the hair down whatsoever. They are very lightweight. It's just a light mist. And so they're primers, like it's like they're a primer before you actually put like other products and things in your hair. Sometimes I don't even use any other products when I use those blow dry sprays. I just use that only. Most of the time I do pair these two together because this one is used on wet hair and this one is used on dry hair. This one also cuts down your styling time 50% as well when you're using a thermal tool. So if you're curling your hair, using a flat iron to straighten your hair, it's not going to take as long. You don't have to take like super small sections or anything like that unless you have very thick hair. This one works really, really well for all hair types. They actually all work for all hair types. The silver one, is it this one that you want to take a screenshot of? So I'll show you this one. This is that blow dry spray by Kenra. Okay, and then this one is for dry hair. It's a silkening heat cream. Awesome. And with this one here, you do not have to use a lot. I would suggest using what is recommended on the bottle. It says apply 1 to 3 pumps. It's very lightweight, and I'll show y'all kind of what it looks like on my finger here. So I'll spray it or pump it out. It's very lightweight. And when you emulsify it in your hands, it's gone literally almost right away. It doesn't leave a bunch of residue behind. It absorbs into the hair fairly quickly. It's very lightweight, so 1 to 2 pumps is good enough. If you do part your hair in sections, when you if you do want to part your hair in sections and you want to like add a pump to each section of your hair, I've done that, just depending on how the density of your hair, right? So if your hair is thicker, if it's thinner, you have to determine how much of that to put in your hair. So I can do 3 pumps in my hand, emulsify it, and put it all through hair that's like fine. But if you have a little bit of a thicker hair, texture, then I might go in and do it to each section that I'm gonna blow dry, and then I'll kind of like twist the hair and wrap it up so that that hair kind of absorbs the product. But because this one is on dry hair, I'll just section the hair. If it's thick, put it on like a pump each section. And I usually do about 4 sections, a pump each section. And then I'll add this to the hair before I actually flat iron or curl the hair. Okay, so these two I think are good to use together. They're from the same line, and I believe that you can buy these online from the Kenra website. They might also have these at a local beauty supply store, but you'll just have to check in your area. But I know that they do have them on the Kenra line. You probably can also order them now from Amazon. I know that the Amika blow dry spray, I got this one from Sephora. So you can buy this from Sephora, but I do know they have these like on the TikTok shop. You can order them. You can also order them from Sephora online or in store at Sephora. Okay, we got 2 more products that we're going to go over. Actually 3 more, because I'm gonna add, I forgot there's one that I'm just gonna add. Awesome. Okay, so it's at Ulta as well. Great. Yep, you can get it from Ulta. Whoever has it for the best price, that's what I say go with. They're probably all around the same. There are some products that I'm able to get from professional beauty supply stores that you actually have to have a license to go to. So that's why I usually buy those at, because it's for a better price. Because I'm using them on multiple clients to get like a larger size. So depending on what you need, yep, Ulta, Amazon, and things like that can help you get what you need. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Mizani, and I was put onto this product from a silk press class that I attended, and I thought that the results that the model from the class got from using these products, I wanted to see how they would work on myself and my clients, and they actually work really, really well. And these also are used as a pair, just like I said with the Kenra products. You probably want to use them as a pair. One on dry hair, and then one on wet hair, and one on wet or damp hair, and one on dry hair. This is the Mizani Thermo Smoothing line. They do have shampoo and conditioner for this one as well. I believe for the Kenra one, they also have shampoo and conditioner, but we're gonna go over these products now, and I'll do another one for really good shampoos and conditioners for a silk press. But these two are really, really good. I'm gonna show you them individually. This one is the Raincoat Styling Cream. If y'all need to look at that. This one also tells you that it protects the hair and protects the hair from damage up to 450 degrees. I do like the fact that I can find products that actually tell you up to what temperature it will protect your hair. Especially because for the ones that you don't know how much of it to use, or you don't. So I just spray a lot of the blow dry spray when it comes to Kenra, and then I also follow up with that one heat cream, only because it does tell me that it protects the hair up to 450 degrees. So you're doing like extra protection for your hair. And when you actually like when they test it, I'm pretty sure like they go through and show like if there's going to be any damage to the hair, and they're showing that it will have at least 50% less, because it's cutting down that time on how much you actually have to put that heat in your hair. So it's not gonna be damaging to your hair at all. But also if you have fine hair, use it sparingly, and if you have thicker hair, also use it sparingly. Start off with 1 to 3 pumps, but if you need more, use as needed. Okay, so again, this one here is the Raincoat Styling Cream. It is paired with the Raincoat Styling Serum. These are both by Mizani, and you use both of these together. You use them together, and on the instructions on the back, it does tell you that you need to use equal parts of both. Use equal parts of both. So if you put 2 pumps of the styling cream, you do 2 pumps of the styling serum. Okay, make sure that you're using equal parts, and then they do recommend emulsifying it in your hands. I can also show you the products and just kind of show how it is when you like emulsify it in your hands. It works fairly well. So I'll do this one again, this one now. So that'll be like 1 pump. And then I'll show you on another finger what the other one looks like. It's very, very lightweight. They're all very lightweight. That one is more like a clear, right? And then 1 pump of each, and then you just rub them together. And it's very sheer. It's not very heavy at all. When it emulsifies really, really well. It didn't take much work for that to work into my hands whatsoever. And so you see how fast that works and how lightweight it is. It's not very heavy at all. And they both protect your hair up to 450 degrees. And not that you should be using your thermal tools that high. I wouldn't suggest it. However, if that were the case, then it would protect up to that amount. Okay, so let me show one more time. We started with the Amika blow dry spray, and then we're gonna use the pair for the Kenra Platinum line. We're gonna use that blow dry spray and that silkening cream. And then if you wanted to use these two, you use the serum and the styling cream, and you use those together. Which is really good. The last product that I think I'm gonna go over, I have one other one, but I'm not sure if I'll go over that. So, okay, when it comes to temperatures, you have to determine that based on what kind of tool you're using and how hot that tool actually gets. So if you have fine hair, mostly when I am dealing with my clients, I'm gonna go to maybe like 350, 360. If I need to turn the iron down because I see that your hair does not need that much heat, especially if your hair gets fairly straight from the blow dry. And that's why we're using these products to help with the blow dry process, so that it'll make it easier to do the press when it comes to the flat iron or the hot comb or whatever you're using. But I would say 350, 360. If you know that your hair can hold a little more heat, then you can turn the iron up. I wouldn't suggest turning the iron up that high for mixed fine hair. But 350, 360 should work just fine for most hair, but adjust as needed. I know that some of my clients that come in, that is a very good one. That is a very good one. I also use those as well. I showed these on my live yesterday. Let's take a brief intermission here. That I do use the Babyliss Pro, this one here. I use this for curling, and I use this for flat ironing as well. Like to get the little edges on the side, things like that. I use this. This is one of my favorite ones for curling, especially because it does get hot on the inside as well as the outside. You have to kind of like hold it on these little parts here when you're actually like turning it, because this does get fairly hot. Yes. And so on this one, when you look at it, it only goes up. You see what temperatures it is because of the light here. Thank you so much. So I'm glad to see that y'all have this, because this is one of my favorite tools. I love this one. I also have their other one as well. Thank you. I also have their other one as well. This is the Babyliss Pro, but this is their Nano Titanium. And I use this to get through some of the clients' hair faster because it's a larger iron, and it works really well too. So I really, really love the Babyliss line. I really, really love these. So when I'm in salon, I am using these irons. Thank you. Okay, so I wouldn't suggest turning the iron up that high. Try it on a lower setting and see if that works for you. If you need a little bit more heat, turn the iron up, but it all just depends. But 350, 360 should be fine. You shouldn't need to go up to 400 at all. Some hair types can hold heat from the flat iron at 400 degrees, but that is a very thicker, coarser type of hair. And hopefully you're only using one pass. I try to use mostly only one pass, and the second pass that I'll be using is probably like with my smaller flat iron to actually do a curl with, not to actually flat iron the hair. And the hair will actually, the iron will actually be on a lower setting because the hair is already straight. I just needed to curl. I am located in Arizona. I'm located in Arizona. Thank you. Awesome, you're from Texas. Okay. Very nice. I heard Texas has, as far as I see online, has really good hairstylists, especially when it comes to textured hair. Mixed fine textured hair, I see a lot of girls really doing some great work in Texas. All right, so another product that I was gonna mention, and this is something that I started to use this year, is going to be Sacred Nourishing Hair Oil. I don't always put an oil in my client's hair before I press the hair, but sometimes I do add this oil in order to, depending on the hair type. Depending on the hair type. So if your hair is fine, I wouldn't recommend putting oil in it before. but this is what it looks like. It's very lightweight. It's not very oily. Exactly. Exactly. So if you know that you cannot use an oil, don't use it. But if you have a thicker texture hair and can hold it, 1 to 3 pumps of that, you'll be fine. For finer hair, it just depends on if you need it based on like if you have drier hair or things like that, you can put it in there. Or after a few days of having your press or your silk press, you can probably put it in after a few days, depending on if your hair gets oily or things like that. I usually put it in either like the day after or a few days after in my own hair. I usually put it in after in my hair if my hair tends to get a little bit dry. And I have one other product. I wasn't going to add this one in, but I tend to use this a lot nowadays. I started to use it as the sample bottle. It's not a sample, it's a travel size bottle, but I do use these in salon. I do use these in salon. And this one is called Final Call. It is a frizz and static control mist. It is very light. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's very light. I'm going to spray it on my hand. It's very lightweight. Everything I'm using is very lightweight because when you do a silk press, you do not want the hair to be weighed down. Whether you have fine hair or whether you have thick hair, you don't want the hair to be weighed down. So I do use this actually after I silk press the hair to make sure you don't have like any flyaways or any static in your hair. I will use this. Yes, I use this after. I use this after. But you can use it, you can use this before you press it as well. It does not say, and I had to make sure to go to the back and look. It says, so use Final Call step on dry hair. Of course, you're using it on dry hair, but you can also use it before you blow dry. Sorry, after you blow dry, and you can use it after you press the hair, but not on wet hair. But this one is really good and it smells so good. So if you ever gotten your hair pressed out and you know like you're using heat on it and the iron doesn't smell very well, but you want to go back in with something that has like a really good scent and you want your hair to smell good, hopefully you can take a screenshot of that. This smells amazing. I have found that all of the Drybar products smell really well. And so I do work in salon at the Drybar Fridays and Saturdays, 2 days a week. And this is one of my favorite products that we use there. Yep. So if y'all have any questions, I can answer your questions. Thank you for being active in the chat and giving questions. If you have any questions on anything that I talked about before, just let me know. I can answer some questions. These are all, again, some of my favorite products. You can try them out, see if you like them. You know, come back to this video because it will be saved on my page and let me know whether or not the product worked for you. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. And put a thumbs up on this video if you are enjoying this content so I can kind of know what my audience does like and what you don't like, but I love product recommendations. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I will say, as I think I said it before, but this is one of my most used products. I use this all the time. All the time. I actually love Kenra. I used this as well on like once I curl the hair, if I curl my hair or something like that, I'll use this Kenra Volume Spray 25. It is a really good hold on your curls. It will not leave your hair crunchy. I do recommend combing through your hair when you actually use this item. This one here is a super hold. It's a super hold, but it is flexible. It is flexible because you comb through your hair. So I've used strong hold, I've used flexible, and I've used medium holds. Depending on how much you put in your hair and depending on how you actually... No, it won't make your hair curl back up. Thank you for the subscription. No, it won't make your hair curl back up whatsoever. Also, I highly recommend always using the products that I recommend based on how they describe using them on the back of the bottle. It does tell you before you use this to shake really well and to hold 8 to 10 inches from the head, and then you spray over the entire finished style in short bursts. So if I was to spray this in my hair, I would be holding it about this far from my hair, and I would do short bursts, right? You're not holding it very close to your hair. And also I go ahead and I don't have a comb with me right now, but I would comb through my hair, and as you can see, it didn't like make my hair shrivel back up, or it also didn't make my hair like stiff. It won't make your hair stiff. Just spraying that in my hair, it's just going to hold those curls. And when I actually use that product on my hair, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. So when I do use that, it's usually after I just flat iron my hair or silk press my hair, and then I will overnight put flexi rods in my hair. I use like jumbo flexi rods to put in my hair. I'll use 3 of them. So one at the top, one at the middle, and one at the nape. And once I put that in, I'll go ahead and just kind of spray around my head, and then I'll sleep on it. And that will hold the curls. But you don't want to put a whole lot if you do not want your hair to be stiff. If you don't want your hair to be stiff, but I do use these jumbo rollers. Oh, and thank you. Thank you. I try to be as detailed as possible. I try to be as detailed as possible because people are like, oh, I really like this, and then they don't say how to use it. So I try to give as much information based on my experience with using the products. I also want to use the products and then come on and say, okay, hey, this is how I found that they work best for me. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. I really appreciate y'all joining the live. I will be doing more videos like this with recommendations. I believe my next live, or one of the ones that I'm planning, is going to be, I do need to redo my hair. So it might be tomorrow. I need to redo my hair, so I'm gonna go from washing my hair to styling it. So I'll probably like come on after my hair is already blow dried, and then I'll show how I go through and straighten my hair. I'm not going to go through and straighten my hair for like a silk press. It's just going to be like a quick press on my hair with a new tool that I have. I showed this tool on my a few of my lives before, but this is what I'll be using. It is my Tymo Ionic Plus brush. It is a thermal brush. This is how it looks. And when I straighten my hair, I use this on like 380, 360. And it has a non-scalding mechanism on it. So when you use this and you touch it, you won't burn yourself. So you won't burn yourself when you use it in your hair either, and you won't burn yourself. Like when it's on, I can run my hand across this. Oh my God, thank you. I'm so glad you bought that. Were you able to get a discount? Let me know if you were able to use my discount code. I can't wait for you to try it too. And I'm gonna come on probably tomorrow. Well, if you joined my live the other day, you saw that or like a week ago, you saw that I did use this on my hair on the live. But if you didn't get to see that, I will be doing that again tomorrow, because I do go to the salon on Friday and Saturday, so I want to do my hair for that. What bonnet/hair wraps do you use to keep it together without it falling? So this will not fall out of your hair, or at least I should say they do not fall out of my hair. The reason why I use this, and I want to get this kind of close so you can kind of see the texture. So you can kind of see the texture of this. It's like, it's not gonna slip from your hair. Oh no. So, on my live where I went ahead and straightened my hair here, you can go on that live in the description, and I have my discount code in there, and I also have my link. So if you click my link, it'll take you directly to this brush, and then you can put in the discount code. The discount code is Danielle40. But that's all in the description in my live for when I straighten my hair. Straighten your hair in like 20 minutes or less. Yes, if you can see, because it's 40% off. So if you use my code, you get 40% off the regular price. But you also have to click or copy the link that I have in that description. You'll have to go back and look at it, and go to the description, and it'll give you the discount code for 40% off. And it's the one that I have, I think in that live I had on red pajamas. I've been on live so often lately, I have to remember which ones that I'm on, but it will tell you like, hey, get 40% off this, or you need this. It'll tell you that you need that. But copy the link, and then at checkout, use the discount code to get your 40% off. Thank you. So what bonnets or hair wraps do you use? I just use a satin bonnet, a silk satin bonnet that you can get from your local beauty supply store. That's the only thing that I put on my hair with these Flexi rods. That's all that I use. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so glad that you were able to do that. But yes, so for the products that I have for Tymo, you can always use my 40% off code. That is the discount right now. So hopefully you're able to cancel it and reorder. But make sure you click that link. Thank you. But yes, these do not slip. And I did a little demonstration the other day as well. Again, I don't put them on the sides of my hair. I only put 3. So it's one that is at the top of my hair here. I'll make another video. It's probably going to be a short, basically showing how I put these in my hair. And I only use 3 of them. But they do not slip. So I'll do a little demonstration. Do I have a link to, are you talking about the Flexi rods? So let me show y'all how they work. I got these from the local beauty supply store. No, I'm lying. Disregard. I got these from, I think, TJ Maxx or Marshalls. TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and you can get these really cheap. You can probably also get these from Amazon. But I use the jumbo ones because I only use 3 of them in my hair. I'm not like putting them all over my hair. I've done that before. It actually works with smaller rods. And I love that look as well. But because I've been wearing my hair straight mostly lately, I'm gonna use these here. So I put this in my hair. And usually I start at the ends, but just for demonstration purposes, let's just start at the end. But I will usually have curl in my hair already, right? I'll have curl in my hair already, and then I'll put it towards the end, and then I will, let me do it again. I put it towards the ends of my hair, and then I roll it up. As you can see, I'm not even securing it yet, and it's not slipping. It's not gonna slip. It doesn't hurt. It's not really tight. So I curl it all the way up, and then I bend the 2 sides in. That's awesome. And I want to say, that's awesome. Yes, overnight curls. So I put them in my hair, and as you can see, this is not going to slip out. It doesn't hurt. It's not going to slip out. And also, thank you. It's not going to slip. But again, I have 1, 2, 3. I have those in my hair, and then that's how I sleep with them. So I'm a side sleeper. So it doesn't really affect me. Yeah. It takes a while. But I only put these in at night. I'll put these in at night, and then 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep, my hair is ready to go. But I do usually put these in after my hair is already curled. When I put these in my hair, when my hair is not curled, is when I'm using smaller flexi rods. You're a side sleeper. I really hope this comes out right. Definitely come back to this video. It'll be saved on my page. Definitely come back to this video and leave a comment and tell me how your Flexi Rod set actually came out. Let me know how that actually came out, because I personally feel like they do come out really well. Hopefully you used a method where they won't slip out of your hair, and also hopefully you use a really good like product. If you are you using it on hair that is straightened, or are you using it on your like natural curls where you use like a mousse, because those come out so good. I love those. So for the heatless curls, I love that. And thank y'all for all the people who are just joining in. We were just going over basically all the products, not all, but some of my favorite products that I found over. I will be on live tomorrow. I will be on live tomorrow. I do not know what time I'll be on live tomorrow just yet, but if you subscribe and push the notification bell so that you can get like notifications on when I'm actually on my lives. I do tend to put up like and schedule them so you can see that, hey, it's gonna come at this time. So on my thumbnail, it's going to say when I'm actually gonna be online. I don't always do them during the day. I'm starting to now, but I usually do them around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock p.m. Time in Arizona. Thank you. Yes, please subscribe, because if you are back on for tomorrow, then yep, you can definitely tell me how your hair turned out. But I do like these 11 o'clock lives as well. 11 a.m. lives are really good too. When you section and roll the hair, do you roll it down or up? So when I put my roller in the front, I roll my hair down and then it sits here and it holds in like this. So when I'm taking it out, I'm rolling it down. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope that helps out. Oh, that's awesome, sweetheart. I hope that it turns out really, really well for you. I think it would turn out pretty nice. As long as you have them in there nice and snug. Same with the other two sections. Okay, I do this so much that now I just have to do the hand movement. So here, yes, I'm rolling it down and then I put it in here. The back section that's at the top here, yes, I'm rolling it down and I'm pushing it in here. I hope you can see that. I'm rolling it down and I'm pushing it in here. So when I take it out, I am rolling it down. And then the one that I would do in the back, I will take it and roll it under and push them in as well. So when I'm taking it out, I'm rolling it down. Oh, it's okay. It always looks funny when you put these in your hair. It's always gonna look funny, but it's worth it. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope that demonstration helped. I hope that demonstration helped. But yes, these are some of my favorite ones because after I curl my hair or after I put heat in my hair, I don't like to go in and put heat in my hair again until the next time that I want to wash my hair and go through the whole routine again. I do not like to put heat in my hair again. So in order for me not to use heat in my hair again, I'll use these to keep my hair nice and curled. I'll also use a little bit of my volumizing spray. I cannot say that I do. Sometimes once a week, sometimes once every week and a half, 2 weeks. It just depends on like my activity for the week and how often I'm like doing different things. So I might wear my hair down for like a week, and then I might wear it in like, you know, an up style, 2 ponytails. I kind of like play with it for the second week, and then I will go in and wash my hair that at the end of that second week. If you do wash your hair weekly, I do say that that is fine as well. But just be careful with how much heat you're putting in your hair if you are worried about heat damage. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, everybody who's just joining. Make sure y'all put like this video, and welcome. Okay, we're from South Africa. Nice. Yes. This is Yes, I'm in America. Yes, I'm in America. But yes, I wash mine. I have at some points washed my hair at at a week, and then sometimes at 2 weeks. But mostly 2 weeks because I want to limit the amount of heat that I have in my hair. Awesome. Thank you for joining from Africa. That's awesome. That's awesome. And for people that's just joining, we were basically going over different products that you can use to prep your hair to get a really nice silk press. In order for you to get a really nice silk press. And so we went over using the Amika. We went over using our Mizani. And you use these as a pair. Remember, use these as a pair. These two, you're supposed to use equal parts of both. And then you can use the Kenra as well. This one you're supposed to use on wet to damp hair. And then this one is the silkening cream. You use this on dry hair before you actually press your hair. It also recommends that you can use this product as well after you are done like pressing your hair out, because it'll help with like smoothness and frizz. But again, only a little bit of it because you don't want your hair to get weighed down at all if you're gonna do a silk press. I can't say that I've used that before. Yes, some people apply too much product to their hair, so you're always supposed to use sparingly. So even on the bottle here, it's gonna tell you to use this 1 to 3 pumps. 1 to 3 pumps. If you know that your hair can only hold 1 pump, only use 1. It just depends on the density of your hair. Thank you so much for joining. Do y'all have any more questions? This live was supposed to be really, really quick. Just could hop in on here to... Oh, that's awesome. Yep. So your mom is telling you right, for sure. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Hopefully you can go ahead and get that discount anytime. Thank you for joining. Where is everybody else from? I see South Africa, Africa, Texas. It depends on what you're doing when you're dyeing your hair. If you're lightening your hair, it can damage your hair and you can get a lot of breakage. If you lighten your hair a lot, yes, it can break off, it can fall out. So just be careful when it comes to lightening your hair. Just be careful when it comes to lightening your hair. But those are some of my favorite products that I use to do silk presses on my clients' hair. In my next live, I will be straightening my hair, and y'all will see me go from it being blow dried to my hair being straightened. And we're gonna use this straightener here. It's called the Tymo Ionic Plus, and I'll show y'all how you can use this in at least 20 minutes or less in order to straighten your hair. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. You don't want to use too much heat. Even if it says, like this product says that it goes up to 450 degrees, you don't want to use it at that because you can ruin the curl and the roots of your hair. So therefore, you want to use this at a lower temperature, maybe somewhere like 350, 360, and do it should do fairly well for your hair, especially if you're using it on a child. I've used it on my niece. My niece is 12. I've used it on my niece, and she has like 4C hair, and or I should just say very thick, coarse hair, and it works fairly well. If those temperatures work for you, definitely use that. Depending on the product, depending on that tool, definitely use what heat works best for your hair. You'll have to work that out based on your hair texture. Absolutely. But that's what we'll be doing on my next live. I appreciate everybody for joining. If you have any other questions, you can join, or you can just kind of, once I actually upload this, you can go back. If you missed the beginning, you can go back and watch the live from the beginning once it's uploaded. And then if you have any questions, you can always just go in and put comments underneath, and you'll be able to reach me that way, and I'll be able to answer your comments. Yes, you don't need any of that at this point. Not at this point, sweetheart. The heatless curls are actually really good, especially with the socks. So if you have them in there pretty sturdy, then they should work out just fine, and that'll be a great method to curl your hair and have your hair look really, really nice. And if your mom was a hairdresser at some point, she also knows what to do. So definitely listen to her recommendations for sure. But all right, y'all, thank you for joining this live. If you haven't already, please subscribe and click that notification button so you can see when the next time I'm going to be on my live. And you can come with your questions. And also you can go back and watch the different videos that I have in my playlist, and also all the shorts that I have little tips on there as well, and just enjoy the content that I have on there if you like it. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. So go ahead and join my next live. That'll probably be tomorrow, same time. If you haven't already, again, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.